All right, today we're going to dig into the prop trading firm Plutus Tradebase. But we're doing this with a bit of a twist. We're going to break down everything they're offering based only on what's right there on their homepage. Seriously, no outside info, no reviews. We're just looking at their front door to the world and seeing what story it tells.
So, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at their big, bold promise for serious traders. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. What's the actual offer? After that, the rules of engagement. What can you actually do? Then we'll talk about trust, which is a huge deal. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with the bottom line.
Okay, let's kick things off with their big promise. You know, a homepage really has one job: grab your attention and do it fast. So what's the very first thing Plutus Tradebase wants you to know about them?
And here it is. This is the whole puzzle right here. This single screen is all we're going to use for our analysis. And you have to assume every single image, every number, every word you see was put there for a reason, to send a very specific message. So let's decode it.
So look at this headline right at the top. Professional funding solutions for serious traders. Right away, they're telling you who this isn't for. Hobbyists, people just starting out. It's a filter. It immediately sets this professional, high-stakes tone. And notice the word solutions, not just funding. That implies they're here to solve a real problem for you.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But how do they back up all that serious talk with some cold, hard numbers? Let's look at the actual offer.
Well, right after that headline, bam, they hit you with 3 really bold, attention-grabbing figures. These are the numbers that are absolutely designed to make a trader stop scrolling and pay attention.
First up, the starting capital, up to $600,000. Now that is a big number, and it's the initial hook. It's meant to tell you that this is a platform with some serious backing, one that can support large-scale trading right from day one.
But they don't stop there. The next number points to a much bigger picture. The ability to scale up to $4 million, well, that suggests this isn't just a one-off test, it's a potential career path. It frames this whole thing as a partnership that can actually grow as you get more successful.
And then there's this one. This is the number every single prop trader is looking for, the cut. An up to 95% performance split, that is extremely competitive. It's designed to send a really clear signal. If you can perform, the vast majority of the reward is going to be yours. That's a powerful incentive.
Now, beyond those 3 huge numbers, they highlight a few other key benefits. Supporting all leading symbols, that means flexibility. Multiple withdrawal options, that speaks to convenience and easy access to your money. And of course, 24/7 customer support is basically a promise of reliability. They're trying to remove all the little annoying things that might get in a trader's way.
So you've got the money, you've got the profit split, but what are the actual rules of the game? This next part is absolutely critical because it really defines the kind of trader who can actually succeed here.
And this is where they really signal how flexible they are. Allowing EAs, that's expert advisors, welcomes all the automated and algorithmic traders. Permitting news trading and HFT, or high-frequency trading, well, that opens a door for traders with some really distinct, often aggressive strategies. So this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. They're actively looking for different types of serious traders. And by specifically saying they accept U.S. residents, they're tapping into one of the biggest markets in the world.
Okay, let's be real. With any financial service online, trust is everything. So this all sounds great, but how does the homepage actually try to convince you that they're a legitimate, trustworthy operation?
Well, the most obvious trust signal is this Trustpilot rating. This is pure social proof. By slapping a 5-star score from a well-known third-party platform right on the page, they're basically saying, hey, don't just take our word for it, look what other people are saying. It's their attempt to build your confidence before you even think about leaving their site to check for yourself.
And next up, they use another classic marketing move, authority by association. I mean, look at this. They've placed the logos of huge publications like Business Insider and Forbes right there. This creates an instant feeling of legitimacy. The subtle message is that they've been recognized by major media, even if they don't say exactly how.
Now this is interesting, because it's important to see the 2 different types of logos they're using here. On one hand, you have trading platforms like DXTrade and CTrader. Those are their operational partners. But on the other hand, you have the media publishers. One set says, this is the tech we use, while the other set says, these important people have noticed us. It's really a 2-pronged attack to try and build credibility.
All right, so we've seen the big promise, the financial offer, the rules of the game, and the trust signals. So what's the final pitch here? What's the one-sentence takeaway they want you to leave with? When you just boil it all down, this is the package they're trying to sell you.
It's a combo of some really significant funding, a super attractive profit share, and a permissive environment that lets a wide range of advanced traders do their thing. And it's all wrapped up in a layer of social proof and implied authority.
You see, the entire page is this carefully built argument, and it's designed to attract a very, very specific person. It starts by calling out serious traders, and everything that follows is meant to appeal to them. So it ends by leaving you with a question. Based on everything they've shown you, the homepage is basically asking, are you the person we're looking for?